Hello there everyone, welcome back to Corey Loses for the continuation and possibly conclusion of our community challenge playthrough. Someone is about to invade Mario, or did invade Mario, so let's go and maybe stop them pretty soon. They are... what? They're 60... I mean, we could maybe kill that, but we're primarily today going to be focusing on taking out what's left of the Empire. So we're going to take Q-Trick and push in a little bit to some of these planets. Eventually, Praedost is going to rebel, but we've got a Vengeance trapped there. I think there's another Vengeance trapped over here, so we're gonna spy him up. Well, we continue to spy up everywhere else as well. What else do we want? I'm just gonna get stuff that makes them not want to attack us, and if they do attack us, I'm gonna get stuff that makes them lose the attack. Hello, Rayon, Alex, Poder, Philoraptor, Ian, Turchif, and others. Everyone, really. We are gonna move you over. I think I'm mostly just waiting on some infantry and anti-infantry for our fight against the stuff on Q-Trick, because they have a lot of infantry there. That was like a full stack of infantry, so we need a full stack of our own infantry. Let's see. That one's ready. Let's check out what they got here. I don't like what's going on with that. Oh, they're moving away from Mario there. That's never really going to be that powerful. So what do you have on the ground here? Nothing that's super defensive. Okay, let's get a heavy factory. I don't really know what they have there. But it's this fleet. That's a 387. That's 5 ISDs, 5 dragons, a bunch of smaller stuff. This fleet is 5 ISDs, an aggressor, then a bunch of smaller stuff. Like, do I just go maybe hit them? So I could also just go to Newbornalex. I think we want to maybe go to Newbornalex. They have a hypervelocity gun there, but they don't have a soul. What can I avoid? I mean, I think I might just have to use you as a Pathfinder and then avoid what comes in. So we'll go to Newbornalex, because that looked like it was very little on the ground there. Yeah. So that could be a relatively simple take for us. Well, we also maybe move into Cestis before that gets built up even more.
Tactical battle imminent.
Because we're still gonna have Mandalore and Rancor base over Dathomir that they're gonna be able to build some big boy ships at. But if we can just kill some of their other big boy ships while we wait, then what are they going to do? Alright. These are a pretty good damaging fleet for us. I didn't have a chance to update the spreadsheet this week, so we're... I mean, most things are built is kind of the way to look at it, so it's... I don't know how much more useful information I could have really added. It's more of a what's dead situation, but we're... Did I put an interdictor? I don't think I put an interdictor. Or he wins? No, that's lies and slander. Alright, if they decide they want to retreat, I just need to make sure that they don't have anything left to retreat with. Spirit of Advent took most of the damage for us this time, which is what I was hoping for. And we do have some good command buffs on what we have. So, like, even if we're going into these fights where it seems like we're at a disadvantage, or even just even, hypervelocity gun aside, then in reality we'll probably be more ahead. I guess garrisons are another thing, so a good command bonus might offset those as well. So really it ends up being more even than it looks like rather than putting us ahead. So I thought I was excited about what was going on and then I ruined it. Okay, you need to turn. I think we saved you from the... Okay, that actually, that would have hit. That's, it's lucky. It's a little bit lucky.
Construction complete.
About to invade Celanon. Oh, they were somehow going to invade from there. So... good for them?
Acknowledged.
You can't get there. You can get to Vijun. This is what we know they want to keep doing. That'll wear it down to another one. I don't actually want to leave them there, though. Because that's 3 SSDs. Well, as long as they're separated on that. They have a hypervelocity gun, though, right? Yeah, they do. We don't have anything stealthy, so I can't... Well, we have spies. They're not going to win the fight for us. But technically, I guess in the strictest sense, I do have...
Beginning construction.
I do have stealthy stuff. Alright, well if they've sent an ISD off, I think we kind of just gotta go for it. Because I want to make sure we kill these fleets that are in the back lines. I'm not going to let them live. We're going to have some stuff that's active out in the world, gaining new territory for us. We need to wear down on these a little bit. Apart from the Hutts, are you going to play another faction in the .4 release cycle, excluding Revan's Revenge? Almost certainly.
Choose your reinforcements.
There'll be... I mean, I can't say almost certainly. I'd probably, because like the Hutt playthrough will only be so long. And there's going to be 2 Hutt playthroughs, so that extends that a little bit, but... I think we'll probably have at least someone else in there. It also kind of partially depends on how fast we get through everything, because there's a chance the Empire of the Hand will have some of their new ground stuff in .4, but it's also possible with the stuff that's being made for them, we'll end up doing more of a Hutt situation where we get all the assets ready in advance, and then that kind of all gets put in .5. So that could go either way.
Target confirmed.
Alright, let's power the shields on you. Because that's all kind of far away, so...
Ready for command. We're going in. It's as good as gone. Bombers reporting in. Hitting the ion cannon banks.
They have 5 of those in reserve. So really, if we can just take out a couple of these guys, take out some of their reserves, then we can just keep coming back and forth. Okay, you need to back off. You shouldn't be there.
We're drawing our fire. I've been hit. 6.1. I need help here.
No. Okay, you're gone.
Scratch one.
So I don't think this is going to be an outright win for us.
Y-wing here.
Okay, I need to focus on that side.
No good. I can't maneuver.
Shouldn't have let it
I've got him lined up.
go up that far.
Enemy unit disabled. I've been hit. I'll try and draw their fire.
Should have told it no.
We need to break off. Warm up. I've got my approach vector. It's no good. I can't maneuver. I've got one on me.
Okay, so we're probably going to lose that too. Is there anything else that's firing from this side that I can stop?
Attack formation. I need help. Hold on. Awaiting orders.
I should have microed them a little bit more.
Attack formation.
Okay, don't go too far up for the same reasons.
We're drawing their fire. I'll try and draw their fire.
The New Republic's artillery be remade. It's very easy to dodge New Republic's artillery. Contained the Empires and kind of hits the purpose of the artillery. No, we're not gonna make the lobbed versus missile artillery more similar.
Commencing run on torpedo base. Loosen up.
Like the missile stuff, you can dodge it with individual units, but it also tends to be better at hitting larger groups of stuff. So having them serve a slightly more varied set of purposes is
I'm in bad shape.
usually better, rather than having them both be the same.
I should be there any moment now. Me, sir. Taking some hits.
We have basically 3 distinct types of artillery that have somewhat different functions. Like the lobbed and the homing ones are more similar than the third type, the direct fire ones, but
Reporting.
they all do have
Hypervelocity cannon fire.
somewhat different applications.
Choose your reinforcements.
Let's bring in Minnow and Jimbo.
Reinforcements on.
As long as we stay out far enough, then Vengeance, Dangor isn't going to come respond. So if we could maybe kill everything else. No, we're not going to be able to do that unless we get closer. I wonder if we can make one respond, but not the others.
Yes, sir. Flight systems engaged. Roger that.
Awaiting orders. Initiating attack.
Okay. The dragons are starting to come in. They're not.
Fire at will.
Like, if we just fight everything one-on-one, then
Target the laser.
that's really easy. Probably not the
Disable the laser.
Vengeance itself over there, the Javelin itself, rather.
Ion cannons.
But
Yes, Commander. On my
here,
way.
can I just send the bombers in over there?
On stage.
Will they lure the VSDs out? Let's bring you in.
Big order, sir.
Yes, sir.
And Ultimate Battle Carrier is just gonna kill a bunch of frigates individually.
That's got him.
Target the lasers.
Like, how far in can I really go with you?
Awaiting orders. Plotting course.
Because I want to kill the VSDs. I don't necessarily want to kill
Hypervelocity cannon.
Watch your
Vengeance there.
Watch your 6.
But the longer we stay, the more we're dealing with
Swinging around.
the HP gun. Oh, they're responding. Damn, we're in range. Okay, we're gonna go.
Speed.
When will the Yuzon Vong era be ready to be played? It's really impossible to say with that, because that's multiple releases down the line. Losing forward and guns for hire, not what I wanted. But we at least killed one of the Celanons.
Awaiting your command.
Keep sending stuff back in there. They're only slightly over pop now. Well, let's focus on just taking the resources from them for a bit.
Invasion commencing.
So the potential attack on Celanon is never going to come. That's not going to happen. It can't happen. I'd like to see them try. We're not going to need any more Golan colonies because we don't really have the potential to build another 1,000 pop cap and units. Let's get Jeff there, Zinj's little buddy. Endured. Ronin 141. No escape. Okay. Let's do the invasion. But yeah, so like we have some assets for the Vong, but there's still a good amount to be done with other eras before we put any significant amount of focus on them, on actually getting them in game and playable, because that really expands the scope of what's going on. Whereas most of the other content that we'll be doing for the mods, at least covers, like it can be done within the same kind of periods.
What is my next objective? If I
I don't know why I
must.
was so insistent on getting that.
Do you have a
What I
plan?
really want is
I
this.
go.
It's actually been a while
I'm
since I've played
here.
on this map.
Heading out.
We could cover you.
What's my favorite
There they are.
faction in
Blast
Thrawn's
them.
Revenge?
On my way.
We've
Like
captured
the
an
Hapens and
abandoned
the
Alright, man,
Greater
take
Maldrude
cover.
are
We've captured an abandoned sensor
probably
array.
closest to my favorite playing style.
Destination set.
They see me rolling, come in, mechanized dinner plate.
Reinforcements en route.
Yes, sir. Scouting.
Turbo lasers are the scary
Celanon
thing.
ready. Acknowledged.
Providing backup.
What is it, Commander?
I like the Empire of the Hand as well.
Ready. Armed and ready.
Okay, I think yeah, that's from the other capturable.
Ready to go.
So,
Engaging
oh,
enemy.
that's not good. So we lost out on those. Okay, let's
Destination
move
set.
back a little bit farther.
Armed and ready.
This is a lot that they're gonna be on.
Awaiting
Nope,
orders.
nothing walk up. Because this needs to get
What are
as
your
clear as
orders?
possible,
At your command.
as clear as day.
Affirmative. Fire. Spread out, man.
Target at maximum range.
Firing
Barrage.
Proceeding.
Okay, now you deploy, and let's see if we
Awaiting
can
orders.
keep it alive. There we go. Bats are just so good. We'll be using a lot of those in the HUD playthrough.
Scanning area.
Copy.
Alright, we'll give the turbo laser tower, or the Z10, a little rest. Bring in 75th, and no, I said at. Okay, I'll send them over to
Roger that. Target
the
acquired.
turbo laser as well. Because infantry are usually pretty good for that, and with the rain, I think that'll impact the accuracy enough that they're able to get through. Okay, we need to bring these guys up now.
Copy.
We've got your back.
Alright, those are all good. Let's bring anyone that's a little too hurt back into the station. Because they do have a planet. No, they don't have a planetary shield. We can actually
Y-wing standing by.
use a bombing run on this.
Commence attack.
Because that should hit the hypervelocity gun, the turret, maybe even some of these units. Normally I save that for the base, but considering we'll probably have some stuff recharged, and we're going to have the orbital bombardment as well, then that's worth it. What faction do you think is the most popular among the team? I don't know. I think most people on the team do have like a preferred faction. With some people, it's more obvious than others.
Scanning area.
But I don't know if there's one like that collectively is the most favorite.
Juggernaut ready.
Engaging enemy.
Okay, that's literally one shot. Come on, guys.
Unit destroyed.
One more. They're destroying our captured ATP. Guys, get a little bit closer and shoot it. There you go. My god. Alright, we need tungsten
Inputting
cola.
orders. AT-AT ready.
I think all of our infantry are dead over here. What's your plan for following the point 4 release cycle? I mean, generally, we don't have a solid decision on what the next cycle is going to be until we're in beta for the ongoing one.
Transport ready.
And that's when we basically pick, like we all have a big meeting, everyone submits what they want to work on, and then we decide like some projects of different scope to work on.
We'll clear the way for you.
Commencing attack.
We'll clear the way for you.
So, like I was saying, the Empire of the Hand and Chiss ground stuff could very easily end up being the focus for point
Armed and
for
ready.
point 5.
The enemy base shield is
Reporting in.
offline.
What are your orders?
And then, again, it's not necessarily always a faction that gets focused on. Sometimes it's different types of projects. Sometimes it's
At your command.
different
Awaiting
mechanics.
orders. Copy.
It also depends
As you
on
wish.
like who's going to be able to be active at different times. Because some people will be able to be super active for a couple months, and then sometimes it'll be months or years before they're able to work on the mod again. So there's a bunch of factors that kind of go into those decisions.
Yes, sir.
Originally, Empire at War had proton torpedoes with penetrative damage and other mods. What made you go change this feature? Generally, especially when there's targetable shield hardpoints, that tends to make the game be very focused around fighters and bombers. Like, it allows you to fight off, as the player, much larger AI fleets. So it leads to a very different style of game, and it's just not what we're going for with Thrawn's Revenge and Fall of the Republic. Because, like, in a lot of defenses, for example, you could have a couple squadrons of Y-Wings go and hit the engines and hit the shield gen, and then that's the whole strength of a ship gone. And, like, yeah, that's a tactic, but it's also the clear, most effective tactic, and one the AI can never do as well as the player. So if you're not looking to make the style of the game being the AI, like, being very fighter-centric and being in a situation where the AI is going to get a lot more resources than the player, it
Constructing.
just typically means a lot of very different balance decisions have to be made. I think we're actually good to invade now, though. Yeah, we just want to get this water dragon in there. So that's still 3. Holy shit, that is such a big stack. Well, Axilla's not that bad right now. As much as I don't want to leave Cestis open, I kind of want to take that out on Axilla while we have the chance. So we'll do that, then we'll invade Kutrick, and then we'll kind of move back. Ooh, I actually have an idea. So we'll let that happen. They're going to move to Mario, then I'm going to attack Bajarin. See if they don't have a hypervelocity gun, then I can just sit over it and put a hypervelocity gun on Mario. Which does have one, right? Yeah, okay, it has an ion cannon. Same deal. When I say hypervelocity gun, I mean both.
The enemy is approaching.
Choose your reinforcements.
This is gonna be some bullying, maybe. I always think that, and then I just lose everything.
Moving into position.
So, okay, let's stop them from retreating, because this is gonna be our best opportunity to take out a chunk of the
Maximum firepower.
Imperial fleet that isn't in a 300 plus stack.
Confirmed.
So pulling them apart is good. Considering with Imperial Reign, the setting and the desire to have like different gameplay from the other mods, otherwise why do it, then there's a higher chance of having some presence of shield penetration compared to Thrawn's Revenge and Fall of the Republic. Because like for the Rebellion period, being able to focus more on the fighter combat does make sense.
I'm hit. I'm losing power. Ready to attack.
which shouldn't be taken the same as me saying that is what's going to happen. But what's just healing you? Do they have a tender? Okay, they do have a tender there. So let's get these smaller units onto that. And the strike cruisers are usually damaging, but they don't stand up super long if you focus on them. So let's just make sure we are killing the dreadnoughts up front too, because they're getting a lot of free damage in on us. Favorite trilogy music? I'm not sure. Like the Rey's theme is one of my favorite Star Wars songs. Like it's one of the few that I'll just like, if I'm listening to music, that I'll just go and put on. So I normally don't do that with any movie soundtracks. So that might be one of my favorite songs. One of my favorite like movie soundtrack songs.
Weapons ready, sir.
I've been hit.
Or like, there's a bunch of other classics as well, but I never really end up thinking, you know what I want to listen to right now is Duel of the Fates. Hey, Trenton?
Keep your eyes open. It's no good. I can't.
Corey says all music that's not in the sequel trilogy is trash. Yes, that's what I said.
Well, generator has been destroyed.
Well, I'm glad we were able to kill this fleet. I don't think I'm gonna be able to take the planet. I think we are gonna jump back to Cestis and maybe just take that planet. Then we'll come back here at some point, which does give us the opportunity to split up the Imperial forces a bit more. So it works out both ways. So we always come out on top.
Enemy unit disabled. Loosen up.
Just watch it explode. We lost Harrower's Revenge. Thankfully, we have 75 other interdictors. So, yeah, let's hop back to Cestis. We're only one planet out from Dathomir there, too. All right, how are we doing for the buildings there? You're good. You didn't actually do what I was hoping you'd do, so I'm not going to jump in. But this fleet... Where do I want to supplement with you? Do I want to just put you all on here? I think I do. We're going to run out of vision on Lola Seiyu soon. Then we'll have to say Seiyu later. Okay. Right, let's invade. We're going to take out their capital.
Invasion commencing.
What other cannon ships do you think you'll add excluding Chiss? I mean, the submod, the option for like the MC-85 or 75 and the Starhawk probably isn't going to get expanded too much beyond what it is. Anything else would just be whatever we do in Imperial Reign. Like, there's maybe one or two sequel airships that we'd put in, but we don't want to expand those options too much. Bluegrass is asking more Empire episodes. There'll be an episode of the Imperial playthrough tomorrow. I'd intended to post it yesterday. I got it all uploaded, mostly set up, and then I realized I never hit publish, and then it was like 6 o'clock. So that's why there wasn't one yesterday,
Where's the next target?
which is a bit sad because it definitely hurts the performance. But I've been trying to get a few lore videos done.
Reporting.
So I kind of end up finding that loses will be doing really well for a while, and then I'll be like, okay, so I need to
What do you need?
focus on getting datapad moving with something, and then it's like, okay, well, I've done that now, and it's drawn attention away from loses, so I end up being just behind on both after a while. And having Marmar help with the editing is really helpful. I can't necessarily afford a
For the Emperor.
full-time second person to help with stuff, but it has been really nice being able to put out more datapad
Of course.
videos by getting her up there. Because even if she's not doing the,
On my way.
like, even when she was doing the loses edit, like editing for the videos on loses, I was able to put more time myself into it. So believe it or not, having multiple people involved with things makes it easier to get things done, which I'm kind of shocked by.
Awaiting orders. Copy.
I never really expected that would happen. Okay, that is a lot of infantry there, which we knew would be the case.
It is about time.
Let's get you guys over to
be it.
here,
Spreading
because I'm
out.
gonna get an anti-infantry
As you wish.
turret. And we're just gonna keep heading towards the base, I guess. That's the long-term goal around. I have video topics and even some scripting done for stuff, but the actual brightest star was the reality channel that I didn't link anywhere. Like,
Rolling out.
I told Ek the numbers I was getting on the few videos I did on my reality TV channel, and
Your command.
it was growing faster than any of his channels.
Fire ready.
All weapons loaded.
But it's always the biggest workloads are when there's Star Wars TV on, which because then I'll do like the clips and stuff as well. But it looks like that might be done for a while.
All right, men, take cover.
Okay, we need the time hours in there. Yeah, I have. So you're almost certainly not going to be able to find it, but I had a channel that I put up 10 or so videos about like Survivor and Big Brother and stuff, and it's within the first few videos they were getting thousands of views.
Roll out. Deploying.
T4B ready.
It would have been
Mortar ready.
probably feasible to
Scanning ready.
do more with that, but
Setting course.
this is gonna be such a... Come on. No, you don't park!
Right away.
Your job is to run these people over. You don't park.
Unit destroyed.
Well, that is what it is. Alright, uh-oh, you can come in. Bringing down the house, you can come in.
Capacity.
Give me the time. All out troops.
Oh, I very intentionally did not post the name anywhere.
Let's move out.
Moving to secondary
Let's
position.
go.
Well, it makes sense to change credits to renew Starfighter. So,
Attack.
we talked about it before, having a fighter pilot's resource directly, but it's most likely that that is going to be something that crew is used for.
Reporting. Enemy spotted. Awaiting your orders. Armor ready.
Because we are going to be making some changes to the ship crew's mechanics, and having them be a cost for... Because, like, credits you have upkeep already as a rolling cost for the amount of stuff you use. And for crews, the kind of equivalent for that would be
Affirmative.
making them
Yes, sir. Copy.
necessary for replenishing fighters. Yeah, I would love to have artillery right now, but
Weapons armed. Yes, Commander.
unfortunately, the randomizer did not agree that artillery was a useful thing.
Form up.
So I got nothing.
Hostiles. Reporting. Yes, sir. Attack. Scouting area. Yes, sir.
I mean, it's the reality channel is still my voice, so like if you found it, it would be obvious that it is me, but it's not linked anywhere.
Affirmative.
So I don't know how easy it would be find. It's not like it's a big channel either, so it's not gonna obviously come up. I like the icon for it though, and the thumbnails are really good for it. Like with Star Wars TV out of commission for a while, and with reality stuff filling the gaps in networks, presumably for a while again, like it might just end up being a thing I do again.
As you wish, General.
Copy. T4P mobile.
Ready.
Juggernaut ready. Ready.
Okay, we got that. I think the next Stellaris thing I'll be doing is technically not Stellaris. I'll just be doing a playthrough of Star Wars Infinite or Star Trek Infinite,
Moving to attack.
because that's coming out in a couple of weeks.
Moving out.
So
Heading out.
I think that would be fun,
Into position.
or will be fun.
Reporting in. All out.
Armed and ready. Copy that. Heading out.
I anticipate no.
Uh,
Roger that.
Base is under attack.
we need to just kill everything that's in here first.
Awaiting your orders.
Yeah, just get away from there.
Copy. Walker moving to attack.
We're not going to be able to take out the turrets
Awaiting orders.
for a while. The rain is not helping us this time.
Right away.
With so much infantry, that's just making it harder to hit them.
Targeting.
I anticipate no difficulty.
Alright, let's find a nice little build pad,
Let's go.
and I'm going to build something repairable.
I copy.
Reporting in. En
We
route.
can't bombard or bombing run until we have the capital down.
Attack. Fire. What are your
Can I rebuild units? No, not in this playthrough.
Open fire.
Once a unit's dead in this playthrough, it's gone forever.
Underway. Almost there.
Awaiting orders. Reporting.
Okay, let's get some field bases. Some more field bases, I guess.
Moving out.
Okay, well,
Awaiting orders.
no, get over there.
Copy. Let's go.
I want you to attack that.
Affirmative.
Reporting.
And I realize I'm asking you to drive past a bunch of stuff that is not going to be especially considerate of your needs. I was hoping to get to a build pad around here, but we are dealing with a faction capital here, and it's going to be the only ground-based capital we have to
Moving
deal
to
with.
position. Yes, Commander. Keep going.
Support
This
order
way.
acknowledged.
Over there.
So
Construction
Affirmative, sir. Targeting at
this is probably the hardest ground battle we're going to have to deal with. It's like Zinj has a space-based capital.
Yes, Commander.
No, I think the generator's down here, which is what I was hoping to get to with this
I
grouping.
copy. Keep going.
But let's see.
spread out, men.
This way.
Reporting.
Okay, let's get those repairs.
Reporting.
Ready. Right away.
I don't know that I have particularly high hopes for
Heading out.
the Grisk to show
All
up.
out. Let's move out.
Like, they'd be... I'm almost certain they wouldn't... They're not going to show up in Ahsoka,
Fire ready.
because I don't even know that, like...
All weapons loaded.
I'm not going to say too much, because I know a lot of people haven't seen the show yet. But I did do a review where I talked about a lot of it, but yeah.
Give me.
I don't think the Grisk will show up, at least partially, even if they do show up eventually with stuff related to Thrawn, for reasons that I went over a bit indirectly in my review that I just posted before going live on Datapad.
Secondary position.
Your orders. Moving out.
Avoiding fire.
transport ready.
Our base is under attack.
Acknowledged. Destination set. Fire. Reporting in. Open fire. Form up. Inputting coordinates.
Yes, sir. Over there.
Yeah, did I cry in the last episode of the last season of Clone Wars? You mean when Ahsoka turned and looked at the camera and said, "These truly are the Clone Wars," and then the end credits came through?
Transport here.
It was touching.
Attack that target. Acknowledged.
Roger that. Awaiting orders. Attacking target. Form up. Proceeding to target.
What is my next objective?
We've secured a
Yeah, I
landing.
guess I can move them up.
Copy. I copy.
Okay, you're probably actually going to die to the AI turret.
Reporting.
Well, you guys are
Awaiting
doing...
orders.
It's not really your fault, because this isn't supposed to be your job. I have no one to blame but myself for sending you that way. You go... let's go with you.
Copy. On my way, sir. Walker moving out.
Juggernaut ready. Destination set.
Okay. Yeah, you're just creeping on up. And I'm gonna send these guys scouting till I find the
Fire at will.
shield. Well, the rain has stopped. And hopefully
way.
I don't have to sing any
I
songs
copy. Attack that
from
target.
decades gone by.
Reporting. As you wish, General. Yes, Commander.
That's just an
Over
anti-infantry turret. That's an AI, an AA turret. Well,
Ready.
let's just stick to this side. We'll cheat to that side.
Ready. Armed and
You can
ready.
deploy there.
Yes, sir. Right
And we
away.
can take out that barracks. I don't know if there's actually any
Ready.
turbo lasers inside the
On my
base.
Attacking. I got.
Let's get you towards
Yes,
that shield. Or the power gen.
Armed and ready.
Affirmative, sir. Heading out.
This is a map I think Bob initially made for Phoenix Rising.
All out troops.
So I'm not sure which planet he made it for.
Yes, sir.
That's a lot of infantry shooting at us.
Firing.
I was really hoping to use water dragons in this battle, but the other problem we're running into
Yes,
with the named units is the size of the
ready.
bar to drop them in.
Awaiting orders.
Okay,
AT-AT
well,
ready.
we're in the base anyways now.
Target. Fire at will.
And I think we've already killed the
Armored transport ready.
majority of their garrisons.
Reporting in. On my way.
Reporting in. Let's go. Roger that. Targeting.
Well,
Form up.
no, that's not
What are
good.
your orders?
Don't let that do anything.
Unit destroyed.
Attack. Awaiting your orders. Keep going.
Alright. I think we're through the hard part. You can deploy. We're not going to be able to use our bombing runner bombardment. 'Cause the last thing we're going to do is kill the capital. But that's fitting.
I'm here.
And, well, you two can... Or, yeah, you two. Where's the third? Where's your sister?
Yes.
There she is.
If I must.
Hey, we got here.
I copy. Attacking.
No, don't let it get away. Don't let it get away.
Target acquired.
Don't let it get away.
Commencing attack.
New Republic political system overhaul?
Moving out.
Not overhaul per se, but we're doing more with the chiefs of state.
We are victorious.
I don't know that we're ever going to change how the chief of state is elected, because usually those just become distractions from the customization of the chief of state itself. Alright.
Planetary control.
Quite a few losses for that. But it is going to be our hardest ground battle. So let's get these guys over somewhere
Proceeding.
fresh.
At your command.
Hello, Scott. I'm gonna do a cheeky little save. One sec. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, Leia would be getting a different bonus as well. We could possibly pop in there and hit more of the other ships, but would we end up losing? Maybe I'll wait until the ISD gets taken out of there. I think that makes the most sense. So we'll just keep building this up. We're going to send the other stack of ground forces over there. And
Heading out.
putting together these guys.
Construction complete.
It's really... I am going to have some other planets that can do some construction anyways. And we've got to be running out of potential ships, too.
Constructing unit.
Like Magnum, Joe
Vehicle in
Buxton,
production.
Rack
Unit in
Sparrow,
production.
Thorn
Vehicle in
4,
production.
Pontius
Vehicle in
Connie,
production.
the little
Unit
carrier
in
that
production.
could, Kilar,
Vehicle in production.
and so close to
Constructing
victory.
unit.
Yeah, they have a generic vengeance there, and they have Dangor here. You're slowly chipping away at their influence. They've moved from Valahari. That's not quite what I was hoping for. Like, I wanted more of a split in your forces. But if that's all you're gonna give me... No hypervelocity gun.
Construction.
And we can maybe just pop in and drop it.
Enemy unit
Like,
sighted.
we want to take Ord Cestis, and then at that point, I don't know if going straight into Dathomir is the right move. Hyperion, you go. I'm not going to take this planet. I'm going to just keep trying to use the... I'm going to keep trying to use their 3 planets to turn those 2 big fleets into 3 slightly smaller fleets, as long as they're willing to put up with it.
I've got it lined up. Fire and wind. Digging up
Like, Zinj is just going to keep building the gunships on the planets that we have blockaded, so I do need to stop that. Get you out of there. You're not needed for that. And we can build up Q-Trick to some pretty big defenses. You're already building something bigger. Let's get some barracks over here. We're near the end of our ground structures, but we're not at the end of our ground structures. I'm gonna put you guys as a garrison there. What's that? That's still 229. Isn't that? Yeah, without a hypervelocity gun too, and we have a hero's command bonus. I don't know that we're gonna get much better than that. So I think we're gonna go for it. And then they have to split up some more.
Construction complete.
Because that's 640. I want the... anything under, like, 250, I'm happy to jump on.
Look, sir, it's them.
Especially with all these gunships. Alright, it's a bunch of small stuff. I don't know if this is actually the best fleet for this, but
Coming around.
may as well see what happens. We have a lot of fighters. We don't have a lot of other things.
Moving to coordinates. Star Destroyer reporting in. Yes, Commander. Engaging the enemy.
Okay, no, you stop.
Star Destroyer here.
Awaiting.
Like the more we get these guys over, like once the Imperial fleets are done, then we almost have like one fleet per
Awaiting your orders.
Zinj planet.
Target priority is the laser cannons. Awaiting your command.
What am I gonna do once all 4 mods are done? Probably uninstall Empire at War. I don't know.
Enemies in range.
I don't know what done even really means, which is probably a bad thing after 17 years. Like, at what point does
Stay in formation.
it's like a graph of like content versus stress, and where that overlaps. Like, I don't have... I'm not planning to finish these mods and then, like, start a bunch of new ones. So...
Locking on. Roger that. Beginning run on missile base.
that isn't really in the plans.
The lasers are our target.
Stay in attack formation.
Destroyer here.
I've been hit.
Attack that target.
Coming back around for another.
That's got him.
Copy.
That's it. I've been hit. Scratch one.
Attacking target.
Nebula class on stand.
There is the temptation with Sins 2 to do more there, but that'll come down to how the tools are.
Star Destroyer standing by.
Okay, we're getting another round of some stuff in there.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
Not a full other fleet, because they didn't have a full other fleet.
Reporting. Engage.
Yes, Commander.
Some of that might be garrisons, but not obviously not most of it.
I've got one on me.
I think we actually killed the actual garrison. So these are just more units they had that they didn't bring up.
Awaiting your orders. Awaiting your command. Fire at will.
Y-wing here.
Your command, sir.
Getting a lock.
I can't see him. I've been
Target
hit.
locked.
Commander.
Like, I in general have a hard time saying like this is a thing I'm not doing anymore. Like, this is done and I'm moving on with my life.
I've been hit.
Reporting in.
So
Attacking.
that can have some positives and
I've
negatives.
lost engine two.
Uh,
I'll try and draw their fire.
Form up.
Hold on.
Destroyer here.
This is also why
Let one on your tail.
the Reality Channel, whose name I almost accidentally said there, and Common History are not written off. Common History has always been the long-term goal and dream and expectation. Because like, how, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do YouTube until my retirement. I don't know that Empire at War for the next 30 years is going to be a thing that people want to see. Just playthrough after playthrough. Welcome to the 50th Warlords Zinj playthrough.
Destroyer standing by.
Especially with the mods not being made anymore. And then it's literally just my personality that people are there for. Like, no, it's not going to work.
Star Destroyer reporting in. We've got them on scopes. Awaiting.
I've been hit.
I mean, it's already been, what, 7 years almost that I've been doing this full time? 6 years? 7 years? Because it would have been like 2017. right? Yeah, 2017 makes sense. Or does it? No, it was 2016 that I started full-time.
Waiting your orders.
So it's 7 years.
Going on me.
Right, because it was the anniversary of me going full-time when I did the 50K subscriber stream. It's just I didn't say anything about that in the stream itself. I only realized it afterwards.
Commander, coming around.
Where's them fighters?
Stay in formation.
Did I say it? Okay.
That's it. Scratch one.
I got one.
'Cause I don't think I realized it when I scheduled the stream, but it was only towards the end. Like, I think I realized it during
Locking
or at the end of the stream.
Awaiting orders. Torpedoes armed.
enemies.
Otherwise, I would have, like, plugged that when I was
Target locked.
setting it up.
Eliminating target.
Weapons charged.
Coming around.
I copy.
Got one.
Commander.
Coming back
Okay.
around for another one.
Let's, you're just...
Excellent.
Steiner, you're... Arios is gonna be disappointed in you. You're just running around out there.
Order. Confirmed. Launch pad is primary target.
Enemy unit disabled. Got one.
I do kind of wonder
Attack.
what it'd be like if I did one of these
Intercepting.
I copy.
with the limitation that there's also no battle cruisers, but I shift the tiers up a bit so that it's not just like 200 Corvettes. So I have a higher amount of capital ships, but I have fewer battle cruisers and maybe like one SSD or something, but Alright, no losses. I thought for sure I would have lost something there. I didn't. AMA. Alright, let's move you back here.
IPA reporting.
Any more edited videos? Yeah, I mentioned this in the episode I forgot to post of the Imperial playthrough, which is why none of you would have heard it yet. That'll come out tomorrow. I'm not just going to scrap it. But that'd be really dumb. But but one thing that I have been kind of thinking of doing is a video. I think it was in the episode that I didn't post. It might have been on a stream. But one thing I want to do is a video on like the top 3 or 4 features we've cut from the mod over the years. It's not necessarily stuff from base game that we stopped using, like Fog of War, which may come back, or Shield Penetration, but stuff like raid fleets or other things which I won't spoil, because then why would you watch the video if I just said the whole video right now? Look, Ariadu will get their single stream Galactic Conquest. They're leading contenders for the next one, which we are going to be doing soon. Not next week, but I think the week after next, I might do a single stream Galactic Conquest on the Friday, depending on what's going on with that, with whatever day that ends up
What is
being.
your order?
Because that might be the wrong Friday that I'm thinking of. No, it's not. That's in October. Yeah, that should be fine. So I still have to fully check the schedule on that, but I think we've hit the donation goal. And it's been a while since I did one. So the community challenge should be done by then. So we can look to
What
getting
do
a
you
single
need?
stream
On
conquest
my
in
way.
there.
Awaiting instructions.
Yeah, the next of those challenge
I am
playthroughs is
ready.
going to be the missile only one.
What
And
do
then
you
I'm
wish?
hoping I can record it and then maybe make Marmar edit it. They're a lot of fun, but they are very, very time intensive. Okay, Alderon's Sons. Uh-oh.
Reinforcements en route.
Let's get a support field base. B2s. And Cerberus Red.
Destination set.
Yes, Commander. Fire.
Uh-oh. Because, like, I definitely want to do more of those, and then also do some of those that are not in Empire Ore. Like that's what I was doing. So I was doing a Stellaris playthrough on Twitch a while back, and it was supposed to make its way over to YouTube in that form, but I did one stream of it, then stopped because first I thought the map was kind of dumb, but then Earth exploded, so it wasn't really going anywhere. And I don't think it was my fault, really, that Earth exploded. I don't know the lore behind the thing that came and exploded Earth. I'm sure Trekkies would have been like, oh, that's the fucking Glorpa Blue, and it kills the planet. And it's like, oh, well, of course. And we do that with some stuff, I'm sure, as well. So I don't blame the mod, necessarily. A little bit. But it's... They destroyed Earth, and I was like, okay, this. I'm ahead out.
Yes, Commander.
Do you know which new faction you're most excited for? Right now, it's the Hutts, because they're going to be the next new thing, and I really like the Hutt aesthetic. So once they're done, then whatever the next faction is, I'll probably get excited. Like, I still, even though it has been 17 years, I still get excited for the new stuff, which is probably a good sign. Otherwise, like, okay, well, why am I here? Okay, well, let's work on taking the victory point.
Reporting in. Ready. Let's move out. Let's go. Back you up.
I guess we're gonna stick to this main road.
Right away. Targeting. At your command.
It'll probably be a long time before anything faction-specific changes for the Warlords.
Copy. Copy that.
G2B over.
I copy.
Their rosters are basically what they're planning to be. Their main method of progression in the future is going to come from stuff that comes in, like the Turbulent, all the later era stuff that comes like after you've won legitimacy. Xindi super weapon? Couldn't tell you. Sure, maybe. That sounds familiar, but it may just be because I've heard of it before slightly, but not enough to know it would destroy my planets. Fighting that vengeance is very scary, considering. We killed 2 ISDs that way. That's still such a big fleet for them. Oh, let's take that, and then we're just gonna head back.
Construction complete.
To invade, or is that gonna be the Imperials, or is that gonna be Zinj? Like, a lot of the Warlords are getting towards the elusive point where even I would call them largely finished. Like, they might get some narrative stuff or some individual government mechanics, but if anything can be labeled
Awaiting a command.
done or nearly done, then I have to assume it's
Downloading orders.
they're in that category.
Roger that.
On our way.
Let's get this bucket.
Like, they have a well-defined playstyle, they have progression that's going to be expanded through, like, group content with either Dark Empire or other legitimacy stuff. So
Can we go around for another pass? The enemy has got locked.
Ready and waiting.
G2, full throttle.
time travel bullshit, I'd believe it. The fucking Xindi probe went to the world between worlds and pulled Earth out of the time stream.
I can't hold out. Stay in attack formation. Yes. Rendezvous at mark 6.1. I've got a fix. Over there.
Okay, so with Singe, there's 3 primary fleets then. There's 2 that we've blocked off, or 4, I guess. There's 3 that we've blocked off. And then there's this one that's floating around here.
I need help.
As a Canadian, who do you want for PM, Palpatine or Sabayoth? I guess Palpatine, like, they'd both be terrible. But at least Palpatine is a slightly different kind of terrible. Isn't quite as unstable. Still very unstable. Oh, hello. Do you have interdictors? You don't have interdictors. I don't want you here either. Are they going to be able to invade with this? They could if they wanted to. If they do, then I'm taking your planets. I hope you understand that that will be the last thing you do. Without spoilers, how did you enjoy Ahsoka? I liked it. I have a full 8-minute review up on Corey's datapad, going over character motivations. I've been thinking if I should, like, call them something else other than reviews. Because I'm less concerned with saying, like, this was the quality of this thing, and this thing. And that's not really what I'm doing with them. It's not a recap either. It's more, I more talk about, like, motivations of the characters, baseless speculation, that kind of thing. Because that's what I find most fun. Okay, I think I might be able to kill some of these before we retreat. I just need to make sure I don't let them get too far off. You guys can come in. Well, speculation like, oh, if this happens, then this might mean that happens, or what could this mean? What does this relate to? Which, like, usually end up being wrong, but it's fun.
Ready to update orders.
Form up.
Yes. Loading ordnance.
Sometimes it's right, sometimes it's wrong. It's usually wrong. But then you just get the comments like, ah, you were wrong. And then that's just engagement. That's free engagement.
All crew accounted for. Charging.
And who am I to turn down free engagement?
Locking on target. We'll beat them. We'll level them. Destroy them. Loading ordnance.
If anyone was, like, ever
We'll win.
super accurate in all their predictions, then I just think they were reading leaks anyways. And I'm really happy because I have avoided being leak spoiled.
Loading ordnance.
Would I make a toxic video for engagement? No.
Locking on target.
It's so much like, if you're gonna do that kind of content, it's so much fucking easier.
Destroy them. Loading ordnance.
Unless you're just, like, entirely boring and incompetent, then, like, if you're just making that, like, there's just so much clear stuff that people just want to hear that they'll, like, watch 70 videos saying the same thing if it matches what they want to hear complain about. That if you want to get views, you can do it. Because you get the people who agree with it that'll watch it, and then you get the people who disagree with it that'll watch it just to angrily comment on it. And, okay, well, that was probably still worth it. Like, there's a reason that some of the channels that you might be thinking of, or that you might think of, had very different opinions of some of the things that they complain about a few years ago compared to what their opinions seem to be now.
Tactical battle imminent.
Oh, you played yourself.
They're in this direction.
Awaiting orders.
Love it.
Yes, sir.
Like, when I went to the Jedi Survivor event this year,
Yes, sir.
I got to hear some stories about
Keep your eyes open for those
some
fighters.
people which
Moving out.
fit about what I'd expect of the people whom they were about.
I've got my approach vector. Yes, Commander.
Enemy unit
Ready.
disabled.
Heading out.
We are victorious.
There we go. Valahari had... No, it didn't have a hypervelocity gun, but that makes it easier to just sit over and take now.
Coming around.
Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Go back to my planet. Well, I wouldn't have been able to fight them if I'd moved earlier, it wouldn't have changed anything, so. That's
Right
fine.
away. Right away.
I'm just gonna move
That's your command. Move out.
you over there.
Awaiting your
We can have more active fleets, and then I'll just have this build up. Because you are 540. 40.
Construction complete, sir.
Once that's out, then I guess you can just go to Verpaya.
Fixing course.
Because we're going to have a fleet on either planet.
Moving out.
Tactical battle imminent.
That's fine. Oh, hello. They've got another Celanon there. It's 188. They just finished that Celanon. How are we doing with that? That is 36 for them, 34 for us. Really, Mandalore is the only planet we're contractually obligated to take. I want to shut down the Dathomir shipyards as well. They don't have a hypervelocity gun there, though. So that'll be a bit tricky, but it could be worse. Alright, let's take the planet.
Invasion commencing.
It's not gonna be... I'm so tempted with that button right there.
It is about time. Ready. I
Will you
will.
pop out all the other little Hapens?
Awaiting your command.
We'll run two of you
Moving
down
to
there,
that
because this is
location.
just going to be whatever
Heading that
garrisons they
direction.
have.
We'll keep our eyes open.
We've secured
Of
a landing
course.
zone.
And now you
We'll
can all
assist you.
I will be there soon.
run out there too.
What is my next objective?
Enemy forces ahead.
Do you have a plan?
That's not great.
I'm here.
Choose your reinforcements.
Hammerheads. I really wish we had some speedier
On my way.
stuff. Let's get it's also fine. Paleo sees this,
Inputting
he's a
coordinates.
nerd. Sparky boom, guys. I got like literally the slowest possible roster.
As you wish.
We're right with
They
you.
will not survive.
Reporting.
Oops, I moved instead of clicking just below, oh, I needed to move that out. There we go. Instead of clicking on the screen to move it,
Let's roll.
or on the screen to select the box, I clicked the border of the window. And was convinced I would crash the game for a second. Okay, Voidborn
Heading out,
King,
sir.
Vanguard.
Ready. On my way. Moving to fire. Brigade standing by.
This is about all we're going to have to deal with for the garrison, too.
Armor ready.
Don't let it explode. Don't let it explode.
Tank brigade ready. Moving out.
Surprised that they got that much damage onto that hammerhead.
New coordinates
That member of the hammerheads, I guess? I don't know. I don't know what to refer to it as.
Form up.
Because they are Hammerhead Mark II.
What is it, Commander? Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders. Targeting. Enemy sighted. Order acknowledged.
But yeah, like if I'd
Reporting. In my sights.
if I just made a bunch of like Empire War videos, just stirring up drama, I don't know if they would do that. Maybe I don't know if that would get as much attention.
Armor ready.
Because I don't think anyone cares about that.
What is your order?
But
Just give me a target.
if my lore channel were different, I might
Tank brigade ready.
be able to weasel my way into some big groups that just
Affirmative.
make lots of money by being angry all the time. Hey, Shadow. I don't want to do that.
Attack. Let's go.
I don't even want to take a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship.
Enemy spotted.
I'm so tempted. They keep emailing me.
You go order.
How am I supposed to...
Open.
And how am I supposed to keep not answering? It's rude if I don't answer them. What am I going to say? No? I can't do that. It's very hard for me to say no.
Fire at will. This way. Over there. Attacking. Y-wing squadron reporting.
It's yet another
Where's
character
the next
flaw.
target?
Bombardment available.
Commence. Rotate. Run. Rolling out.
Bombardment
Moving
canceled.
to position.
Alright. Vorpaya is now a mine. It is not Yaz. What am I getting? Okay, that's just... Okay. I started seeing a bunch of Discord pings, and I was like, oh my god, what's happening? It's fighting now. But it's just Galactic Civilizations 2 stuff. I did think about doing a video on the Unity thing, because I found that interesting, but I just haven't had the opportunity to research as much as I would need to do that justice. Okay, I think Thrawn is gonna be a through line in a few different shows, because like we got obviously he's playing a big role in Ahsoka, but we had like the Shadow Council stuff with Pelion and all that in Mando, so I think we have the opportunity to see him be almost like the Thanos of this period of Star Wars TV shows. Where he just pops up in everything.
Construction.
He's the big bad we're all working towards.
Battle imminent.
We've located the enemy.
Now, what could work,
Choose your reinforcements.
what we could do, is Raid Shadow Council, where I take the raid sponsorship
Destroyer ready.
and
Destroy 'em.
I do whatever their little ad read requirements are,
Reinforcements
but
en route.
Right away.
while doing that,
Destroyer station.
I'm
Loading ordnance.
I'm talking about the lore of the Shadow Council.
Ready. We'll win this.
This was probably a bad place to jump a lot of these in, actually.
Ready to update orders.
At your command.
Nimrod is going to pay the price. We've already lost a couple of them, but really it's not that bad. Well, if we've got all the garrisons are in, so I may as well not worry about the shipyard itself yet. I should just use our firepower to
Destroyer ready. Destroyer
kill the things that are going to kill my things,
Targeting.
as the classic military strategy goes.
Reporting. Open fire on those laser cannons.
I'm in range. Hold on. I've got
Are you allowed to be sarcastic in ads? I mean,
Destroyer station looping.
Target's coming in.
I don't know what their requirements are for anything, but I don't know that I'm allowed to be unsarcastic in anything. It kind of just goes with the territory.
I'll try and draw their fire. I need help. Get in mark. Point 1.
Any theory that they're retconning the sequel trilogy with any of this is
We'll
I need
level
help.
them.
basically nonsense.
Triumph.
Scratch one.
Alright, we lost Kilroy and Nimrod, really, for the shipyard. That's fine. They did build up more on the ground than they had a few short cycles ago. But if we take Mandalore, then it's only a matter of time before we have everything we need. Almost. Is that fleet still not in? Did I mess up when I was sending them somewhere? No, that's them. No, that's not them. Are they? Where are you? It's not you. It was... Okay, they're still in transit.
Invasion commencing.
Okay. Okay, what the fuck is going on with that? What is that even in? Oh, okay. False alarm.
There they are.
Our
Blast them.
base is under attack.
What can I do?
What do you need? Right away.
Can do. Can I help?
Yep.
Can do.
We got their sympathies
Right. Ready. Got it.
and their farms.
Awaiting instructions.
All right, go to the central one.
At your service.
We have the
Moving out.
tree
Heading
Mandalorians.
out.
Some of them stuck.
Yes. Will do. Can I assist you?
Guys, your neighbors.
Where do you
How
need
can
me?
you be killing each other like this?
I am waiting. Moving.
How
What do
could
you
you be
wish?
so heartless?
I'm here.
Oh, one of you made it through. I love it.
Started.
It is about time.
Building
Ready.
under construction.
If I must.
Right. Ready to help.
Okay, let's see if we can get you to the...
Need any assistance?
Can you make it in? No.
Our base
Well.
is under attack.
We got somewhere.
Awaiting your
Secure
command.
landing zone.
There's turbo laser towers. I'm gonna set up our turbo laser towers so they can hit them on the way in.
Take cover.
And I really need to split up this ground army.
On my way.
It's ground fort. Oh, there we go. We got water dragons. So Jeff 2, come on in.
That's cancelled.
Fire! Transport here. Form up.
Unit destroyed.
Awaiting orders.
Transport ready. Copy. Juggernaut ready.
Oh, I want you to deploy.
I'll copy.
Reinforcements en route.
Roger.
Then I guess we'll also get Jeff. Oh, Jeff 2 never came in this time.
Unit destroyed.
Ready.
Unit destroyed.
Reporting. Affirmative.
I'm trying not to worry too much about all the units I'm hearing be destroyed,
Report.
but I am worried.
What is my next
'Kay.
objective?
Beginning
I
construction.
want repairs.
Transport ready.
Armed and ready.
Okay, you two are fine. That's good.
Ready for action.
Our base is under
And
attack.
we can.
Out. We'll cover you.
Ooh, that's actually not
Fire
just
at will.
infantry though.
Ready. Advancing.
So let's bring in 89th Armored.
Reinforcements en route.
Like, I really want to take out everything in this area, but
Roger that. Yes, sir.
before we end up
Do you
going
have a
over the
plan?
bridge.
Sir. Roger.
There's a
Reporting
lot.
in. Attack. We'll back you up.
The guns, so it is 100% an IST1, but also let's not talk about Ahsoka spoilers, please.
Roger.
The
Confirmed.
guns, the
Hello,
parts of the
Commander.
command tower that are there, it's the right model. Like, Lucasfilm hasn't even made an ISD2 model yet, so it'd be very difficult for them to,
Open fire.
like, for that application at least, it'd be difficult for them to put in their own one here.
We'll cover you.
Me and Ek went through this for like an hour last night of
Destination.
hammering down on which parts were what.
I copy. Proceeding to target.
Right behind you.
Armed and ready. Open fire!
Okay, do we get much out of going over the bridge yet? Or I think we might need to
Roger that. Form up.
clear out behind us a bit
Awaiting
more.
orders. Moving into position.
There's a turbo laser there. We don't have the appropriate sensor pinging.
Reporting.
Construction complete.
Copy. Heavy fire. Order acknowledged.
Form up.
So there's a turbo laser there. That's a dangerous little guy.
At your command.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders.
I think we can make it into the base with this. I'm just kind of curious on... Oops, that's not what I wanted.
Constructing. Awaiting orders.
Yes, Commander.
Unit destroyed. Unit
Oh,
destroyed.
fuck. Damn it. Alright, well,
Copy.
let's get that one.
Move out. Right away, sir.
That all exploded.
Construction complete.
Yeah, if you look at the ship itself and how it's different, it's entirely because of the repairs. It's not like it is the correct model of ISD.
Reinforcements en route. I copy.
Keep in mind, ISD ones have two types of turret.
Copy. Going.
Lead
The ATAPs are scary.
Providing backup.
Target.
Repair station has been sold. Reporting.
Affirmative, sir.
I
Okay.
copy.
There is another ATAP down here that I have to be careful
Attacking
of.
target.
The big targets are ours.
Unit destroyed.
Fire at will.
Reporting.
There's two right there. You know what? I might have to just...
Complete.
I might have to use that on those just to be able
Yes,
to
Commander.
stay through, but there's no turrets on this side, so we can actually get into the base that way.
Reporting.
That's what I wanted to check for. I think we're good over there.
Order acknowledged.
Let's bring in the Blackguard.
Capacity.
Ready. Walker moving out.
We'll assist you.
So you're gonna be in there just killing structures on your own. The AATs can come.
Yes, Commander. Order, sir.
You gotta get in there.
Yes, sir.
Let's keep moving this column.
AT-AT ready.
Our base
Attacking
is under
target.
attack.
Ready to destroy the clones.
Reporting. Awaiting
I
orders.
don't know if we're gonna be able to keep anything alive long enough to hold those.
Transport here. Transport ready.
Armored transport ready.
Right. I think we are... Ooh, that's another ATAP.
Surrender.
That's another ATAP.
Reporting in. As you wish, General.
Okay, let's get back out to here, and let's get repairs.
We really killed
Roger that.
No, that doesn't mean everyone should stop. You're faster than it, I think.
Juggernaut ready. En route.
Acknowledged.
Very spread.
AT destroyed.
Okay, well, that's dead.
Ready to destroy the clones. The fight's not over.
Construction complete.
Or UTAT.
We
Ready.
secured a landing zone.
Let's go.
Base is under attack. Ready.
Let's bring in Canadian Mountaineers.
Capacity.
I'm here. Yes.
Alright, at least we shouldn't have too many more coming
Ready.
Point
Keep
contested.
going.
this way.
Armed and
You
ready.
guys can stay there. There are more
Yes,
coming
sir.
out in the middle.
Affirmative. Roger.
What is it, Commander?
Reinforcement point contested.
I shall eliminate them.
Right behind you.
What is your order? On my way.
Armed and
Okay.
ready.
I'm deploying you,
Landing zone.
Y-wing standing by.
and I think I'm doing that.
Yes, Commander.
Well, let's move back a little bit
Where's the
then,
next target?
Reinforcement point contested.
because really it's these guys that are the problem.
Target locked.
What do you need?
Choose your reinforcements.
And that should mean they're gone.
Following your lead.
There's that turret there. I
Reporting
think
in.
we can
This way.
move
Over
up
there.
more.
We made it.
So we do have another AT-AP to kill. There's 2 there. How many more are there elsewhere, though?
What are your orders?
That's within the shield. I don't think we can avoid that coming in. At least on this side.
We've secured a landing zone.
Destination set.
Repairs
Let's get our repairs back up.
Awaiting
And you
instructions.
guys can come up there.
Reinforcement point contested.
I am waiting.
Roger that.
Well, hopefully if it's just the Mandalorians that are taking up the map,
At your command.
then we'll be able to
Complete.
get into the base and kill this stuff. Okay, you're gonna stay here until the other stuff is through,
Proceeding.
and then everything else is gonna go up first.
It is about
So we'll have
time.
these guys in the base. You guys can come in.
Kill them.
I copy. Reporting. Yes,
No,
sir.
that's too far.
Transport here. Transport
I want
ready.
you out of range of the turret.
Attacking.
Then you go in
Awaiting
there.
your orders. Right away.
And let's get anything that can help over here.
Copy. Moving out. I copy.
Just don't wobble around like that. Just fall over now.
Juggernaut ready.
Spare me.
Ready. Blow them away.
Come on, man, this way.
Ready.
Deploy! My god.
And ready.
Attack something.
Firing.
You're okay, you're stuck on the shield.
Heading up.
I Oh, you're good now. Thank
Target
God.
acquired.
Need to kill those before the Mandalorians come in. Oh, there's a power
Commencing
gen.
attack.
Brigade standing by.
Reporting in.
Are they gonna live?
Bombardment available.
Let's bombard there.
Give me.
What are your orders?
Well, we got the planet. We lost 89th Armored Division Canadian Mountaineers, Jeff 2, Nessie, the Voidborn Vanguard of Paleo sees the season Earth. But we took the planet, and we don't need to take any more
Beginning construction.
planets.
Constructing.
We just need to destroy a few fleets to show them who's boss. So let's maybe do that to this fleet if we can.
Construction complete.
Okay, they actually made it. This is actually the bigger half of the two, and they do have some reinforcements on this one. My episode 6 review is on Corey's datapad.
The enemy is approaching.
Choose your reinforcements.
All right, I think without the station especially, this should be fine. So Hyperion, get in there. We'll have Big Iron, Happy Birthday, and Darth Hammer's Revenge in there. Rebellion's Hand, Kelvin's Judgment, Joe Mama,
En route.
Calamitous, and Dream of the Fisherman's Wife. Then we do also have my face as my shield here too, so if we come back in, then we'll use that one.
Watch for enemy fighters.
Because it could potentially end up with its own fleet out of some of the smaller ones too.
Enemy fighters in range.
Okay, we need some shields back.
That's it. Scratch one.
Stay on target.
We've really been benefiting from the response range on the AI here.
UAV reporting.
Okay, don't go too far.
I can't shake him. It's no good. I can't maneuver. It's no good. I can't maneuver.
There's nothing that we're currently working on where the new Ahsoka ships would really fit. But we're gonna lose Calamitous. Yeah,
No good.
that's sad.
Can't maneuver.
But it happened.
I need help here.
We're drawing their fire.
Alright. We're gonna just take those and then we're gonna leave.
Calculating jump to light speed.
Keep your eyes open.
Keep those engines together. Okay, all three are still intact. Your engines are
Drawing their
intact.
fire.
They were starting to bring in some of their reinforcements. I don't think we lost too much there. We lost Calamitous, Dream of the Fisherman's Wife, and Calvin's Judgment. We killed one of their ISDs. It's 235 left. This is 264 left. And I think this fleet...
Construction complete.
Oops, not what I meant to do. Might be able to
Be there
handle that.
shortly.
About to invade Vijun. You're always about to invade Vijun. What do you recommend for Empire fleets? Ship upkeep gets high with ISDs. So the upkeep is actually directly calculated against the ship power the same way that other costing metrics are. So you're not really paying more per ISD than you are for any other unit.
Choose your reinforcements.
So you really just need to work on getting your economy going in general.
Right away.
Pirate,
Moving out.
Artemis, Russian Roulette, Holy Diver, and Marianne. Then for our fighters, we got Little Dorito, we got as TIE fighters, let's just throw in Hugo de Runa in there for some reason, Space Debris, Bambula, and was it White Red White or White Red Green? I'm gonna leave that open, because if they try to retreat, I want to stop them. I may as well just throw them in then, so we'll put in Bimbus.
Reporting. Fire. Star Destroyer standing by. Open fire.
Star Destroyer here.
Star Destroyer reporting in. Heading to destination.
Okay, what else do they...
Yes,
no,
Commander.
we're good.
Attack
Like, once we've
target.
killed this, and... we've moved in on the other one, then the Empire's done.
Form up. Closing on enemy. Target locked.
Awaiting your orders.
Like, we're not gonna need to take any more of their planets.
Fire at will.
Eliminating target.
Your command, sir.
I have them now. Target locked.
Commander.
I guess we don't have Liana, which is technically an independent forces planet, so that would be
We're moving out.
technically a shipyard we don't have.
I'm on.
Countering resistance. Direct fire on the
Locking on.
enemies. Form
And
up.
that one I think does have an SSD guarding it.
Enemies in range.
Destroyer
The
here.
Empire.
Targeting. Copy.
I can't
Firing.
shake him.
I copy.
Okay, let's get all the weapons on there.
Try not to let one on your tail.
Engaging in.
Target
All right.
inbound.
We're still at 300 pop cap, so nothing has died. That's always a good indicator. Let's get our battle dragon to hit some of these smaller ones. Here's our nebula. I want you, Mr. Russian Roulette, to do what the battle dragon's doing.
I can't see him. I've been hit.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
Target.
Alright. We're seeing the end of the Star Destroyers.
See him.
Yes,
Back around for another run.
awaiting orders.
See him.
Your orders?
Intercepting.
And then the tricky part of killing all the Star Galleons while they group heal. So I do need to
Awaiting your orders.
do
Awaiting your command.
some group target selecting for that. Okay, let's get this one. Its shields are already down.
On your tail.
I think that's probably true of a lot of them.
Locking on.
Here's another one.
Swinging around.
Enemies in range.
We'll just we'll keep on focusing on those while Pirate takes out our
Open fire.
Coming around.
main enemy, the Precursor.
Eliminating target.
That target.
Moving to attack position.
Attacking target. Fire at will.
Attack.
Attacking.
Fire.
There it is.
Reporting in. Roger that. Targeting. Form up. Full speed.
Coming back
Destroyer
around for
here.
another
I'm
run.
kind of curious what the chart's going to say after this for the Empire's forces.
Intercepting.
Well, not just after this. There is still the other
Got him lined up.
fleet to take.
Get behind them. Locking on.
But once that's down,
I copy.
what are us and Zinj gonna be? We and Zinj gonna be? What are me and Zinj gonna be?
I'm on
I'll
them.
try and draw their fire.
I'm losing.
Zinj and me?
Watch your six.
Marley and me? Isn't that a sad dog movie? These are Celanon classes with custom skins for the battle cruisers. Oh, guess who went to Vijun? Alright, and I did say once that happens, you're gonna pay for it. That's 44 pop. So they did actually remove those from that fleet. Oh, hello. 126. They actually split it up even more? Where did that come from? They must have been moving it already. I don't think this will be the end of that fleet. Like, I want to take out the Celanon. Then we'd be able to come back and do this again. Like, if we can get the Celanon and all the support out again, then that would be neat. Alright, ultimate battle carrier. Then we want a bunch of fighters and a bunch of smaller support.
Frequency open.
Okay, you guys focus on that. You focus on that. And let's get all these quasars in. I mean,
Bombers at the ready.
maybe that'll... Ooh. Hey, stop it.
Squadron reporting. Let's do some damage.
Bombers reporting in.
Okay, you guys power weapons there. Let's bring in Casper.
Let's move out.
Roger that. Take out those ion cannons.
Standing by. Attacking the
We'll
lane.
just
Form
select a different hard point for each one.
up. Awaiting orders.
This Vengeance isn't paying attention, or
Target
Javelin's
those
not
lasers.
paying attention right now.
I copy. Take out those missile bays.
Back off. Here, we need to stop you.
Reporting. The laser banks are your primary target. Hitting the ion cannon banks.
I'm hit.
I've been hit.
So there's still 2 VSDs that they could send in. All right, let's put in Duke Dirk Farmer, because I'm gonna turn on the missiles go away button.
I need help.
All right, missiles go away button engaged.
Interdictor field engaged.
There we go.
Scanner contact behind me. We need to break off. Ready for orders.
Raiders going in there.
That's it. Scratch one. I can't see him.
I copy.
That's gonna need help.
I think that is in range. That might be... Okay, cool. I thought that might be, like, just out. Looks like we're good.
Can't see him.
And... let's see how much damage a single run of bombing will do on this.
I can't see him. I can't see him.
This is already not the final Celanon, because we know they have another one. They built a Dathomir. But I think we're also moments from destroying that. No, X-Wings, go over and cover our Y-Wings.
I can't see him. Your order, sir. I can't see him.
If we can get the shields down and then do even just a little bit of damage for the persistent damage, then that'd really go a long way towards making me think I should come back immediately. Don't think it's gonna happen. I'll let them do something. Yeah, it's probably not. Well, we're not even fully in on that first run, so we'll see. Really, I should destroy the other garrisons, which I might be able to do over here. Okay, we're getting a lot of point defense killing us. Yeah, that's not... it's not gonna cut it. Okay, it's fine. We got the Celanon. If the ISD comes back as well, then we can come in and we can destroy... like, our next target can just be the ISD, the other VSDs in the shipyard.
Encountering resistance. It's no good. I can't maneuver. Target's coming in fast.
So we lost David and Gorath. We killed the Celanon and a VSD. So what's the power saying overall? We're at 35. Empire's at 5. They're at 36. And that's coming through. I think there's 2 major fleets for them. That's 235. That is 126.
Coordinates locked. Tactical battle imminent.
All right.
Look, sir, it's them.
Most powerful SSD? I mean, they're all kind of suited for different things. So it's...
choose your reinforcements.
like, if you want the SSD that's most powerful at bullying other SSDs, then the Asserter is pretty up there, along with, like, the super laser ones, for obvious reasons. But Phase is my shield. You are going to be the star of this show for a little bit.
Reinforcements
You had to sit out the last one.
Reinforcements en route.
Lonely Crusader, you can come in, Zippy and Boomy.
Star Destroyer reporting in. Attack commencing.
And it's especially easier once we are not fighting the garrisons too. So they're
Roger that.
both here and the next planet. I think it's Axilla.
Yes, Commander.
They're really going to be
Hold on.
lacking anything to match up with us.
Awaiting your orders.
Okay, let's get the engines off that.
Awaiting your command.
Eliminating target.
Your command, sir. We shall be there shortly.
Instructions.
I'm okay with them retreating out of here.
Targets incoming.
Because they didn't really have much left to retreat with. Then let's move in to the next one.
By your command. Tactical battle imminent.
So they have a hypervelocity gun there? No. They have a hypervelocity gun here? No, they just have their capital again. Yes. It was 4 ISDs and some other stuff. So let's get Hyperion. Starting it off, faces my shield over there. And then I'm gonna support the the mediator with the nebulas, because they're gonna do a bit more damage. And you're basically just gonna be tanking for us. And for the memories. And really it's just this one night and one more time. It's not gonna be for long.
Yes, sir. Stay in attack formation. Nebula class reporting in. Yes, sir.
Increase to full throttle.
Beginning our engagement.
The ISDs are starting to die, but it's a lot of damage that they've put in on Hyperion.
Waiting orders.
Destroyer here.
Target locked.
But at least we've got most of those. You're starting to pull away some of the focus from the other one, so that's good, because that ISD is now on here. Something just died. I'm not sure what. Let's get Lonely Crusader to assist on that. You gotta at least pretend you're trying. Like, face the right direction.
I've got a fix.
If you sell an ISD, does that kind of destroyed? Yeah.
I'm on them.
Oh, in
Draw their fire.
Reporting.
I got one.
Star Destroyer standing by.
Attack that
like,
target.
does it trigger destruction events? I don't think so.
Locking on.
Star Destroyer.
I've never sold one, but if I sold units in this playthrough,
Formation.
that would count as them dying.
Stabilizers broken loose.
It's the build limit rather than death limit per se.
Cover me.
I have them now.
Yes, Commander.
I'm on them.
Alright, that was actually a lot more damage on Hyperion than I thought they'd accomplish,
Awaiting orders.
but
One on your tail.
Regroup for another
Oop.
attack.
the Fenestrator is
Eliminating
Awaiting
target.
your command.
unfortunately in a bad place here. Nope, you're good, you're good, you're good.
Destroy the engines.
Receiving. Vectoring thrusters.
That's got him.
Firing at will.
Alright, that's the Imperial fleet handled.
Scratch
They're
one.
getting a few things out, but I don't care. They're not a concern anymore. Sippy and Boomy and Emperor Leonard are done. They can now rest,
Heading out.
Construction.
but their services are probably not required anymore. Alright, let's see if we can whittle this down till it's got no other support. You're kind of spreading out a little bit? No, you're not. And they're not going to be able to spread out anymore. Because Findar has hypervelocity gun. There's nothing over Dathomir, so I'm actually going to send the Axilla fleet in there next. I think we're gonna try to go until we've killed most of these big fleets. Maybe not today. Like, we're probably gonna finish on Friday. But as far as when we're gonna count the campaign as finished. Alright, we're bringing in our Quasar friends again. We have 2 Vengeances to still kill. So that is not nothing. Possibly 3 Vengeances. You guys, Quasars though you may be, it's not like you have no damage to contribute. The ultimate battle carrier is going to live up to its name.
Point one.
Engage that target.
Quasar reporting for duty, sir.
Yes, sir.
Watch your six. Your order,
I
sir.
think we're losing a couple of our special little friends. I'm going to send the bombers straight down there.
Attack formation. Stay in attack formation.
Ready.
Waiting orders. Destroy their engines.
Y-wing squadron
And if
reporting.
we destroy all of the support,
Prospector.
like we get the shipyard, we get the
Let
stations,
one on your tail.
we get the other ships, which seems like we might not be able to get that victory.
Look out!
Let's get you over here.
Yes, Commander. Attacking target.
Then it'll make it so much easier when we want to come back. Because then the fighters, they won't need to worry about the anti-fighter.
Blast, my stabilizer's broken loose. Blast, my stabilizer's broken loose. We need to break off.
Y-wing
But the important part are those stations. Alright, let's see if we can get over there now.
Formation.
Your orders?
Awaiting your command.
Bombers at the ready.
Get over to there. You guys can attack that as well.
Firing. Frequency open.
Squadron reporting. Fire at will.
Oh, we've gotten the attention of the Vengeance.
That's got him. I've got him lined up.
I really think
Try and draw their fire.
we should just keep doing this until we've killed this fleet. Like, this should be our focus right now. I want to make sure this is dead.
Standing by.
I don't think we're going to be able to get the station, but we can kill the shipyard.
On station.
Okay, the rest of you back off.
Form
I
up.
need you all to attack different hard points so we can
The
get out
laser
of here
bank's your
sooner.
primary target. Targeting. Target those lasers.
Ready for orders. I'm in range. I've got a
Been
fix.
hit.
Alright.
Firing.
Is this, do we stay? Maybe we stay a little bit.
Orders. Starting my run.
See what we can do.
Reporting in. Try not to let one on your tail.
It's 2 to 5. Let's bring in Casper, Virgin Despair, and Silver Scotsman.
That's got
No,
him.
you need to
Got him lined up.
turn this way.
I can't see him. Ah! I've got one on me.
Ready for command.
Kill their bombers, and our bombers kill you.
Changing course to intercept.
Really, it's the anti-fighter that worries me.
Awaiting command. Help.
You guys move back. The fighters do not move back.
Got one on me. I've got one on me.
It's like we're farther through his shields at this point than
Been hit.
they are with ours, considering where we started.
Got one on me. I need help.
Attack formation.
I need help.
Should we go around for another pass?
I've got one on me. That's it.
Alright,
Scratch one.
start moving them in.
Increase to full
I need
throttle.
help. That's got him.
Increase
I'm
to
not
full
gonna worry
throttle.
about that
I lost
dragon.
engine
Try not to
two.
let one on your tail.
Swinging around.
On station.
Roger that.
I need help. Torpedoes on.
Keep going on that.
Choose your reinforcements.
I've been hit.
277 now. My fighters can come in.
Look out!
Duke Dirt Farmer.
In attack formation.
I've got one on me.
Then
Reinforcements en
you.
route.
Jim. Nope.
Reinforcements
You.
canceled.
I've lost engine
In
two.
attack formation.
I can't
Go around
see
for
him.
another pass.
I've got one on
Warm
me.
up. Swinging around.
I copy.
Yes, sir.
They're coming around.
It's no
Reporting.
good. I can't maneuver.
The laser banks are your primary target.
Alright. We're losing some of them,
I'm in range.
but
I've
we
lost engine two.
can start
That's got him.
Awaiting your
taking out those hard points now.
I've lost engine two.
I've got a fix. Should we go around for another pass?
Yes, sir.
Enemy unit disabled.
I've been hit.
frequency open.
Alright, let's try to take out the turbo lasers on this side.
Increase to full
I need
throttle.
help. That's got him.
We don't want to fully juggle because they have so much health per
I'll try and draw their fire.
that it's not actually going to get us much of an advantage.
Awaiting order.
Weapons charged.
Stay in attack formation.
I've got my approach vector. Yes, Commander.
Rendezvous at mark.
Moving to attack
6.1.
position.
Increase to
Disable
full
their laser
throttle.
cannons.
Watch your six. I'm losing power.
Destroy those missiles.
Swinging around.
Target the laser.
Okay, can we focus on this side?
Can't see him.
Choose your reinforcements.
268. Let's get Minnow.
Command.
Valiant Dawn.
On station. Destroy the missile launchers. Frigate standing by. Copy.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir.
It's starting to seem like
Disable that laser cannon. Responding.
getting one side over the other isn't necessarily going to be as helpful.
Target those lasers.
Let's just try to focus on whatever comes.
Choose your reinforcements.
Alright, let's put in Dirt Farmer properly this time. Half Circle of Death. And John.
Reinforcements en route.
That's it. Scratch one. I need
Okay.
help.
Keep going. Keep going.
I can't see him. I need help. I need help.
Taking command.
Y-Wing Squadron reporting.
Look out.
The laser banks are your primary target.
Oof. No, you're still okay.
Eyes open.
As long as I prioritize the turbo lasers, I think we're good.
Resistance.
Just need to make sure that
I can't see
that
him.
happens.
Receiving signal.
You're too close.
Direct fire.
That's a turbo laser, that's a turbo laser,
I can't shake him.
Disable
that's a
that
turbo
No
laser,
good. I can't maneuver.
that's a turbo laser.
Y-Wing standing
That
by.
grouping's going for them. Let's get to another turbo laser.
Yes, sir. We're drawing their fire.
Attack formation.
That's another turbo laser.
Copy.
on station.
Yes, Commander.
Your order, sir. On my tail. Roger, sir. Launching all fighters.
I need help.
Okay.
I can't
The
see
goal
him.
in 2 is helping them.
Your reinforcements.
I can't see him.
Medium turbo lasers in the middle are also doing a lot. But we're getting to the point where they don't have as much damage on that side. Yeah, this needs to die.
I need help.
And like they are getting the the hypervelocity guns in there too.
Scanner contact behind me.
Okay, I think I need to back off for now.
I've got one on me. I need help.
I've been hit. Look
Because
out.
the station is contributing a bit too much, so is the hypervelocity gun. But I can just come back with a full health one, and they can't. We lost Backfish, Groot the Fruit, Bomber Retirement Home, Half Circle of Death, Buccaneer Bingus, Jimbo Kinnison, John Casper, Courage and Despair, Kaiser, Fürder, Great Horde, La Llorona, more fighters, Price and Carter, SS Destructible, Sober Scotsman, Little Carrier That Could, Theodore Tug Carrier, Try Not to Die Fast, USS Langley, and I'm not sure if I said Little Ship That Could already, but if I didn't, it died.
Construction complete.
So a couple of the small ships.
Imminent.
Oh, hello. Look who it is.
Location confirmed.
Tactical battle imminent.
Alright. Persistent damage, do your stuff.
We've come across enemy units.
Where are you going?
Choose your reinforcements.
Okay. Ultimate Battle Carrier, you're up.
Moving there now, sir. Roger, sending course, sir. Moving to sacred.
Is this kind of cheating, maybe? I don't know.
Engage.
The way the damage was distributed
The ion cannon.
probably helps us a little bit, to be honest.
Command. Weapon power at full.
Reporting. Target the lasers.
Your orders?
Okay, let's just get the fighters in. I'm gonna keep the other smaller frigates back.
Copy.
At this point,
Fire on the ion cannons.
ion cannons might actually be the
The ion
the
cannons.
more dangerous part. Though I guess
Disable their laser cannons.
if we can take that time to take down the turbo lasers, then it still keeps us safer.
Target the lasers.
So the stuff at the back is going to be aimed the other direction. So
Bombers
eventually
The laser banks are your primary target.
they're going to be out of damage to hit us with.
Destroy their missile launchers.
And it's really only like 30% health that he had left.
Target the lasers. Disable their laser cannons. Target the lasers.
Roger
We still
that.
have shields. I think we're
Target those
okay.
lasers.
Awaiting your command.
I've got one on me.
Disable their laser cannons.
When in doubt, just turbo laser it out.
Lasers. Disable their laser cannons.
Hypervelocity cannon firing.
I copy.
Well, enjoy using your hypervelocity cannon,
Frequency open.
because you will not get the opportunity to for much longer. So really, the biggest, most concerning fleet is the one on the opposite side of this. We're about to take out Rancor Base
Disable their laser.
and
Target the lasers.
the Celanon, which will be the last Celanon then for them.
That's it. Scratch one.
Target the
Hold on.
I've got him lined up.
Stay in attack formation.
Disable
I've got
their
him lined
laser
up.
cannons.
I've got one on me.
Should we go around?
Like, the one that's sitting over Lolaseyu is gonna be tough, but it's also very isolated, and it's only being reinforced with the gunships. So it's a monoculture, which makes it easier to know what to send against it.
I need help. That's got him.
But we're also running out of stuff to build to send at them, so that can kind of go either way. Right, didn't even lose the shields.
Target the lasers.
Nothing to worry
Y
about.
wing here.
Yes, sir.
I've lost engine 2. I need help.
Hypervelocity cannon firing.
All right. Well, I don't need to worry about the rest. You don't even need to take out the station. They can keep that.
I can't see him.
I got what I wanted. Killed ourselves a Dangor. Alright, so I think we are going to finish on Friday. So on Friday we're going to go through, we're going to take out this Dathomir fleet, we're going to take out Vorpaya's fleet, Findar's fleet, Nezperon's fleet, and Lolaseyu. So there's still some pretty big battles to do, but I think we got the campaign pretty in hand. So it'll be a nice victory lap of some nice big fleet battles, and then I guess we'll move on with our lives. I don't know, but how's the force comparison looking after that? We've jumped back up above the Zinjas. It's 38 to 37. Empire is down at 0, but I think we're doing well. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series so far as we get into our final episode on Friday afternoon, and hope to see you then.